So one thing I noticed on my sea trial is I'm pretty sure I need to change the impeller on my outboard. Just wasn't really peeing that strong, I noticed, and my temp light was kind of coming on a few times, like at lower RPM. I didn't run it for very long, so I don't think it like overheated or anything, but I'm pretty sure I need to swap out the impeller because I personally haven't done that since I've had this, but I really haven't used this much at all. So got the part here and should be an easy fix. I've done this before on other outboards, so gonna do that, pop that in and see if that helps. So here's the old impeller. Definitely looks like it needed to be changed. Changed it out and it's still kind of a weak. I've been going through and just kind of, there was some gunk in some of these passages, so I kind of cleaned some of this out. And this looks okay, but I think my culprit may be the feed tube that comes out of the top of here. Goes down this one here. If you can see that. But this looks a little suspect. So I'm gonna see if I can get a replacement for that and go from there. What started as a quick impeller change opened up a whole entire can of worms, but I'm very glad I discovered this now and not overheating this thing and seizing this thing out on the water. I showed you before when I changed the impeller, I pulled out this water pickup tube, and I didn't know how it looked at the top. I thought it maybe was just straight slotted in there, but I knew this looked very suspect. And sure enough, where this connects up in there totally has corroded through and disconnected. I think this was probably just like kind of holding on by a thread and like just allowing enough water to pump pump up through there to come out the telltale. So when I changed the impeller, this probably just finally disconnected. But yeah, like I said, I'm really glad I am getting to this now. And so I had to pull the entire drive head off of there, which is not that big of a deal. It's just you got to disconnect cables and wires, which is whatever. And then there are 6 bolts here. And going smoothly until, of course, the second bolt I go to pull out of there, the head shears off, and the stud, the rest of the bolt is up in there here. And I tried to use an extractor. No luck there. I've rarely had luck with those things. But I was able to just kind of drill out the end of the bolt there without doing too much damage there, that it didn't go through to the gasket mating surface there or anything, so that's good. And just got it drilled out enough to where I was able to wiggle the drive head loose and pop that out of there. And then I was able to just squirt a little penetrating lube on that broken bolt, and with some vice grips, wiggle that out of there. Luckily, that could have been bad if I had to, get into retapping that and all that stuff. So I've got this gasket on order. I've got a new water pickup tube on order and some various other little gaskets that I might need. And I'm going to clean this all up. And this is where that water pickup tube goes, kind of slots in there with like a rubber grommet, little square rubber grommet, and pumps the water through here. So get those parts ordered in, and hopefully this thing will be better than it was before. Okay, I got my parts in. Got a brand new pickup tube, fresh with the gasket on it, and that's what it should look like. Brass. I mean, the other one is just like totally toasted. And I got a new base gasket there, and then I picked up the replacement gaskets also for the impeller as well. While I'm in here, I'm going to replace those. So got this all cracked open. I'm going to clean all this out, get all this gunk out of here, clean the gasket surface, clean that up, and see if this thing goes back together. Okay, I was able to clean this up pretty nice. Got a bunch of gunk out of there, cleaned that surface off pretty good with a razor blade. And then here's the new part. And that just slides right in there. Nice fit. Drops down in there, through that hole down there. And that's how it should be, so. Okay, got it all back together. Fired up. Sounds good. Gonna let it warm up here a little bit. Sounds good. It's actually peeing a lot better. It doesn't look great, but okay. I'm actually back out here next day, and after thinking about it, I really wasn't quite happy with that stream that was coming out of there. So I kind of just took a little rod here and kind of poked that out a little bit, and now it's flowing really nice. I mean, it kind of doesn't show up very well on camera here. It looks kind of drippy, but this is flowing really good. Yeah. That's flowing really nice now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I actually there's like a rubber gasket where that water pipe where it connects to the water pump housing down in the lower unit there, that I ordered just in case, because the friction fit on that felt a little loose, but this is actually flowing really nice now. I'm stoked. I don't really have to take it back apart again, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now and call it good for now. I've also been playing around with different configuration on hauling the deck parts. On my way home from my first launch, I had this stuff strapped down on top of the cabins there, and I think because the cabins have a little bit of an angle to them, I don't know, I was using those boat pads over my little hatches there to prevent any scratching or anything like that. I did have a little bit of shifting of that top piece. It wasn't going to go anywhere, but it did shift, and this strap that I had on the front kept kind of popping off, and I had to stop a couple times. So I am trying this, which is kind of what they have in the plans. And I just put a couple 2x4s across the beam sockets here, and it really is pretty nice. It kind of sticks up just above those enough to where this just sits straight onto those wood 2x4s there. And then I can use these beam lashing spots to actually strap it down. And this is just kind of trial here. I got to cut these down, but I think this might be a better solution there. And then I'll probably have to throw a strap over the hatches there too, just to make sure they won't blow off of there. But gonna try that out. I think that's gonna be a little bit better. Doing some little mini upgrades here in between sails here. Stuff I noticed on the first sea trial. I got this like kind of high bond Teflon tape. It's like low friction tape, And so I put it on the jaws of the gaff here, because it wasn't bad, but I did this to the plans with just some leather on here. But I noticed this was like a little sticky hauling up the mast, so figured I'd put it there. And then there's one other spot I'm gonna put this. The other spot I'm gonna put this is the jib halyard sheave here. That's like through the mast. This is to plans here. It's just like a slot through the top of the mast here that the jib halyard comes aft to forward here. And I'm already getting a little chafe here, I can tell, kind of rub through the paint, not through the epoxy yet. But so next time I've got the mast stowed right now, so I'm gonna wait till next time I rig the boat up. I'm gonna put a strip of that tape on here, and hopefully that'll kind of protect that a little bit and give it a little bit more, a little less friction there. And some more little creature comforts in the cabins here. I actually picked 2 of these little hammocks up at the thrift store. They're kind of nice. They've got like kind of an elastic thing. They're a tiny bit wide for this section, so I just kind of put a knot in the ends. It's fine. And I got just some of these like stick-on hooks on Amazon, a whole bunch of them for super cheap. So just kind of stuck those up there so I don't have to drill any holes or anything like that. And then this is nice elastic here, and I add a little hook there. So once you got stuff in there, I think that'll be good. So I can see how this works. I mean, this is kind of heavy. This bag's got some heavier stuff in it, but there you go. Nice little storage. I put lighter stuff, clothes, stuff like that in there. And then I got one for the other hull as well. I also had some of these little Davis sticky pockets that I got like at a garage sale for a long time ago. Like a little bigger one here. And they've got suction cups on them, but these suction cups are like super old, and I tried it and they're not really working. I tried kind of like putting some Vaseline on them and stuff. It's not, they're just toast, I think. So I'm just gonna like put some more of these little hooks on there and put this little washer that was on there behind the suction cup, and put one of those in each hole for little, VHF, radio, whatnot, little odds and ends. I also kind of set up a little head system here. I saw on Duckworks has like these little boat bucket heads, but I figured you could just order all the I could find all these pieces on their own, and I already had this bucket toilet seat thing, so I just got one of these small like 3.5 gallon buckets at Ace. And then I ordered this, it's like a silicone, like rubber bucket base, which is really nice because it like kind of keeps this from sliding around, scratching stuff, stays in place. And then inside of here, I got a little organizer that you can pull out. This is stuff I had from camping and stuff, but it's compostable bags, and this is like a liquid solidifier. You just sprinkle all of that in the bag, and then it solidifies your PP and some TP. And then got the seat that clips on here, and then this actually, it actually stows away really nicely in there. Rubs a little bit, but that's fine. And then it actually doubles as a little helmsman seat, and it's like the perfect height to sit here. And then this side, I'm gonna put my cooler probably down in there that you could sit on. on that side, but this actually is like works really nice. And then actually for my holding tank, I got like a even smaller, like I think it's like a 2-gallon bucket with one of those airtight seal screw-on lids. So when you're done doing your business, you can tie those bags off, and then I'll store them in that airtight bag, and probably stow them up in one of the lockers up there, just in case. So there's no smells or anything. I think it should be once it's sealed, you shouldn't be able to smell anything, but just in case, keep them up there. And I think that'll be good for my head. So thanks for watching this video. I know this may be a little off topic this week. Haven't had a lot of action to film, and that whole thing with the outboard took me a while because I had to order a couple different times. I had to order parts in and wait about a week for parts. I was kind of planning on trying to get the boat out again in between there, but I wanted to make sure that outboard was all taken care of. So I think I got that all settled, and I got a buddy coming up to visit me in like a couple weeks, and I'm trying to plan like a little couple-day mission, probably up to Lake Coeur d'Alene, and hopefully do like a little camp, couple-day camp sail mission, and possibly anchor out somewhere, or pull into, there's a couple like boat in campsites with docks that you can moor on and stuff. So we'll kind of play that out, and hopefully we get a little wind and some actually usable wind this time, so I can actually get some proper sailing in. So we'll do that, and try to get a video of that and get a little bit more sailing action. So thanks again for watching, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff, and hopefully I'll have some more content coming up for you.